It's adorable because in the preview, it's just me and Chris in the corner. It eliminates completely Kevin and Sal. Chris is actually Kevin right now, which is
Get rid of the
interesting.
minorities.
So,
I see.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. What's up with that?
I don't know. Somebody could have told me that earlier before I started the live, but that's cool, though. That's cool. I'll just change
Yeah,
this,
if only
no
we
problem.
could see the live before it's live.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Very good point. Yeah. Well, if you can't fly over here to look at my screen, I don't know what good you are.
Are you saying that the professor is worthless if he can't be there?
Wow, you jumped to conclusions real
Kevin,
fast.
You're putting words in his mouth real bad. Oof.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
my
Yeah.
feelings, Kevin.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna start calling him Kevina because that's a very womanly thing to do, I would say.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You seem to be implying something. I don't know.
You're implying something here, you troublemaker.
No,
You
he
should
was
be a
agreeing
politician.
with me, Kevin.
Kevin the politician. That's what's going on over here. Let's see if we got any comments in the chats. Oh shit! Mom and Dad are here. Say hi to my mom and dad. Hi, Mom and
Hi,
Dad.
Mama,
Hi,
Papa.
Mom and Dad.
Sorry, I didn't
Hi,
get a
Mom
chance
and
to
Pop.
call. I was telling them earlier they started a new promotion thing at work and didn't tell me, and so it was a race for the clock for me to get everything done in time. So I apologize. Sammy's here. She says, "Sup, beaches." Wow. Hi, Sammy. Good to see you again.
Here's me. My pronouns are
Jesus.
Lord Commander.
Lord Commander. Okay. Okay, Sal. Lord
All
Commander.
right.
Lord Commander Sal of
Yep.
of the Biggins. I don't know. Check
Oh, you
this
need to
out.
Respect his pronouns.
I popped myself.
Wait, is that like you as Miss Marvel or something?
That's me as a pop toy. This, yes, whatever. She has power.
I mean, no, the colors. The color. It kind of looks like Miss Marvel's uniform from a distance.
Not at all upon
No.
closer inspection. Like this is as close as I could get to any Blue Beetle, and this is like more Dan Garrett than anything. The problem is they didn't have the tights available, so all I could get was blue jeans, which is weird. And then I didn't know what weapon to use, so I just got an ice cream scooper. So
It looks like you're wearing like dishwashing gloves.
scooping, kind of scooping ice cream's my superpower.
Yeah.
But I do have the Wolverine base, so I'm going to switch that out next time, and you can see me popped as Wolverine, which is going to be badass. So that'll be fun, right? That'll be amazing. I just have to pull my head off that body and put it on the other body, which is
Nice.
science. It's science. Hi, all, says my mom and dad.
Science. What's science? Great science.
Science! Okay, I'm done. Wow, this is going to be an amazing time, guys. Kevin, why don't you do some really, the fastest. Kevin, I know that I tell you to do fast, and then you're like, go fuck yourself. But try to do the fastest introduction known to man. Like, let's say you're in a race for your life, and they're like, you have to do the introductions, though. And you're like, but I'm dying. And they're like, you have to do the introductions. Try that.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, welcome to the Real Short Box's version of Rumble Pop
Hell
World Live. The man in that blue headset with that beard, a man who celebrated his birthday over 3 consecutive days, a
It's
man who has women all over him that when you go to a bar, you know what? You may have a chance because he might, if you're lucky, spare one lady just for you.
I'll share some of the bitches.
He might. Well, I don't know if we call him that now, but he might even give you one of his.
You don't know the quality of women I hang out with, Kevin.
Yes, indeed. He might even give you one of his undergarments so you can bask in his Leo type glory. He is known as the original Dono.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
And next we go to a man who's
Okay, well that works
I'm the
too.
man. I'm the man.
Next, we go to a man who's originally from that beautiful state of Michigan, a man who resides in that Lone Star state of Texas, but is enjoying his summer in that beautiful Empire State of New York, a state where the Yankees rule supreme. He is a man who is a great professor of the thespian arts. He will teach your young man or young woman how to be the best actor they can be, making sure they work on Broadway, Hollywood, or the independent circuit. Give it up for the man who was voted the sexiest professor in the arts in South Texas. He is Professor Chris D. Turner.
Yes,
Holy
yes,
crap.
yes. Yeah, breathe it in. Breathe it all.
Jesus.
Oh.
Suck it up.
Wow. That's something. That's something, all right.
And last but not least, a man who is from California, a man who grew up in the rough lifestyle at times, a man who spits lethal, brutal lyrics, a man who is also a ladies' man. When the ladies look at him, when he touches their hand, when they lay eyes upon him, they are ready to pass out as well. He is the man of the hour, the chancellor, supreme of video gaming. He is Big Sal Hernandez.
Wow, that was crazy. That was a lot.
That was.
There's a lot
And
there.
of course, I am your supreme chancellor, your brother in arms, Brother Kevin.
So you do the shortest one for you.
Look, man,
Oh.
I like to edify my brethren. That's why I shorten myself. I edify the rest of y'all. What's wrong with that? Don't you like that? I'm giving you all these titles and all kinds of praise and adulations and
Philippe,
Come on,
there's
Kevin.
some debate on this. Philippe,
What,
there's some
Kevin?
debate.
What?
I appreciate you, bro.
what? Debate on what?
He says, Voltron, 5 lions.
Oh, heck yeah. Matter of fact, let me hit him up with something for my background here. Let me hit.
And then he says, is that Metal Gear?
There we go.
That's Metal Gear Rex.
There you go, Hanzo. There you go, buddy.
You're like, there you go, buddy. There you go. Okay, buddy. There you go.
Here you go, brother. I mean, front,
Good,
give you some
buddy.
5-line action.
Good, buddy. There you go, buddy. There you go. Good, buddy.
Well, hello there, buddy.
Well, hello, buddy. Well, hello there, buddy. Yeah. That guy's the best, by the way, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
shit. It's so therapeutic watching him cook and then serve food in front of his dogs. I love it. I fucking love
Hey,
it.
Donald,
Yes.
can we ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Are you prepared to pull out something for the people?
You know it.
Oh.
All right, let's talk comics, guys. I know I was surprised to hear some people really like this segment, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep doing it. I read some books. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, for those that do, minus Chris, we have Ninjago, Lego Ninjago Shatter Spin. This is book number 1 from Skybound. I thought I'd give it a shot. The only problem is that apparently this is like 5 of the series in or something. So I don't know what the fuck was going on. All I know was this guy was like trying to save his clan, and like his master that trained him wanted him to join the Serpent clan or something, or the Serpentine clan, and he's like, no, master, we have to go Ninjago we have to be part of the Ninjago clan. And he's like, it's over for them, you must join the Serpentine clan. And then so he parts ways with his master, and his master like throws him a bone, but I think cheekily to kind of like get him out of there. And so he goes to try to find this wolf clan, and shit gets real. They put the scorpion thing on the cover. It's 2 seconds of a battle. He just lops off the tip of this goddamn scorpion stinger there, and the scorpion runs away. It takes like 5 seconds. So they put him on the cover for, I guess he looks cool, but it's disappointing. Let's just say that. 4 stars, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? It could be great. I don't know. If you're into Lego, I would say you probably give it 8 stars. I don't know, but I give it 4. Only buy it if you've bought in the other ones and you know what the hell's going on, because I had no damn clue. Let's see. Sammy says she's scared for life. Scarred for life. Oh, okay.
Scarred for life.
Mr.
Why?
Sean says, I'm melting. And Big Sal's title should be Field Marshal. Don't forget the like button, folks. Thank you, Mr. Sean. And then Philippe goes, yeah, Kevin.
Oh yeah, I met
tits.
Mr. Sean at the store.
And he's a wonderful man, is he not?
Yeah, he's
A righteous man.
yeah.
Speaking of showing us your tits, I get a new
What?
mug. I get a new mug.
Sorry, did you just ask me to show my what?
Let me just pour some drink into it. It's root beer, don't worry. Oh, listen to that fizzy fizz. It's great, right? Let me just have a drink out of my mug.
Oh damn! Is that an Elvira mug?
You know it, buddy.
I knew it. I know those
Mistress of the
pears. I
dark.
know those pears better than anybody.
I'll drink it the other way around, though, to spare everybody those large bazungas. But anyway, next book, Hello Darkness. This is an anthology series from Boom Comics. What I liked about it was the stories were good. They were all solid. The last one was a little weird and depressing because it was like all with current events, and it was Garth Ennis, I think, just trying to like get out his feelings. So not exactly my jam. But the first one is kind of like, do you remember Mom and Dad with Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair, where like airwaves, something in the air triggered the parents to reverse their maternal instincts. So instead of trying to take care of their kids, they want to murder their kids. Kind of like the same thing, only with kids wanting to murder their parents. So you get, you get stuff like that. So that's like one story. Another story in here is from Something is Killing the Children. Then you have a guy that like was a professional bowler and then he loses his mind and he just starts slaughtering everybody in very interesting ways. And then my favorite part about that whole story is at the end he gets turned into a literal flesh pin.
A flesh pin.
Yeah.
Almost looks like a middle finger.
Kind of, yeah. And then there's a couple shorts here and there, and then there's one about a guy that gets so happy that he's farming a human hand on his body to so if somebody lost their hand, they could take this hand and put it on them. And he's so proud of himself. But then people start to like the hand more than him, and it gets a little dark. And then we have the NS one, which is too boring and sad, so I don't want to talk about that one. But it's great. I thought a lot of great stories, a lot of potential. I give it a 7 out of 10. So I think you should pick it up. Another one that I wanted to love, but I was rather disappointed was What If Donald Duck Became Wolverine? Primarily because the story is extremely weak, but also because they're very bad with naming. It was Donald Wolverine. It was Mickey Hawkeye. It was Goofy Hulk. So they had their names in front of the other character's name. It could have been Duckarine, or Mickey Eye or something. You know what I mean? They could have done something a little more creative, but it just seems like the writer just did not want to be bothered. So while the potential was there and it is cute and I love Donald Duck, it does fall a little bit flat. It wasn't even funny. There was no scenes that cracked me up at all in this. So
You say
You said quack me up.
yeah.
no, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, he was allergic to that one.
Yeah.
I was just swallowing.
When he sneezed, we all had to duck. Let's just...
What are you doing to me?
You see, I'm getting him. Okay, so I get a 4.5. It's nothing special. There's a novelty to it, so I would say if you like Wolverine or you like Donald Duck, just grab it for that. That's pretty much it. The story's eh. And another surprise, I thought this was going to suck, I'm going to be honest. Mad Cave Comics called Kosher Mafia.
Kosher Mafia.
Kosher Mafia. And I'm sorry, but when comic book writers tend to talk about Jewish lore, it's very Jewish. And I mean, they use a lot of the vernacular that comes with the Jewish culture. And a lot of people tend to, such as myself, get confused with what they're talking about You would be Meshuggah to not know, you know what I mean? Like, and you're like, what? You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of people wouldn't know and be able to follow, but this does a good job of balancing that. So they're in situations when they use this terminology and you understand it. And you feel it and you know. So this is all about a hitman that comes to a guy's house he's going to kill him. It's during right around World War II times. And maybe I think it's just after. And it's like right around when there's a lot of, unfortunately, sentimentality towards the Nazi Party in the U.S. And they're talking about Jewish communities feeling unsafe in the U.S. And so this hitman's like, maybe I don't kill you. Maybe we go kill some Nazis. And
Wow.
that's when and you're like, fuck, okay. So Kosher Mafia, fun on a bun. I give it a 6.5 with lots of opportunity for growth. Definitely pick this one if you can. Pick it up. It's called Kosher Mafia. I think it's just great. So
Kosher Mafia are the 12-year-olds who keep bothering me at camp.
Oh yeah, they're like bullying you.
Yeah.
They're like, give us your
So
pickles.
They throw dodgeballs at me. Every time they walk by the theater, they just throw a dodgeball at me.
Oh, do you ever just grab it one-handed and then look at them?
No, I always miss
Okay.
because I'm blind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's true. You are blind. But I successfully pulled out on all of you, so there's that.
Oh,
I can take a shower now.
Well, hello there. Jason, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Thanks for popping on. Jason, you have to come by the shop. I've had your hot sauce there for a week now. So anytime you get a chance, well, it'll be there. I'll have it. So that's great. Hanzo says Mega Man. That's actually a really good choice. Not in there. To be honest, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I forgot all about Mega Man. I really did, and I'm sorry for that.
No, Mega Man, I think, sticks into that argument we've been having all day. But
yeah, we've been arguing all day. Janet says hello. Hector says, I agree, Donald. Mouse was a tad bit too Jewish. I mean, yeah, you can go too Jewish. You can go a little too Jewish with things. Sean McGean says, did you ever see the Bugsy film with Warren Beatty all about the founding of Las Vegas by the Jewish American mobsters?
Oh, yeah.
I want to say I did, but I don't remember because I feel like I don't remember anything about it except for the trailer when Annette Bening says, here's a quarter. Why don't you go down to the corner and jerk yourself a soda or something like that. And I didn't know what that meant at the time when I was younger. I was like, so jerk yourself a soda? What is happening? So I don't remember. I was pretty young, not when it came out. So I wasn't like, I'm not sure if I don't know. I don't remember if I saw it or not.
Yeah, Bubsy Siegel.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so that's the pullout. This is it. This is for all the marbles today. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Robo Wars, Battle of the Bots. Robo Wars. Yeah, there you go. So, we've got our list. Everybody's on there. Let's do a few fun things here. Let me look for the clock, the countdown clock. That's always my favorite thing to do. So allow me to do that while you guys debate Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Yeah. Is he full robot?
no, he's not full robot. He's a brain.
So he's kind of like RoboCop in a way. He's not full.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's a cyborg.
I mean, you could have come up against a different being that's just like that, that has a sword. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's that movie called with the girl that's like automated, or like Ex Machina or some shit like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Donald
Michelle?
hasn't seen that movie though, so we can't count that movie.
No, I mean
What do you mean?
you could. I just
Ex
said
Machina.
I can't.
Yes.
I said I can't comment on it because I've never seen it.
That's a good movie.
Oh, it's a really good movie.
But there's
Yeah,
other
that's
movies on here I haven't seen that I put on the list. So.
Oh, but you would only put Maria on the list.
Yeah, she's on the list, dude.
From Metropolis. Metropolis?
Oh, you didn't put it on this?
Yeah, I thought I did.
I didn't look at the list.
I did. Wait, did I?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't remember that.
Yeah. I thought I put
Yeah,
it
but
on.
Astro Boy is built from scratch. Mega Man
I
was
did.
not.
I did. I just put the wrong name. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I put the wrong name down at the bottom. So we probably don't have a photo of that, do we, Kevin?
I can send you one if you give me 90 seconds.
Yeah, I could just
There-
pick one up. You guys keep talking.
And
As
then,
far as like,
there's also
Salt.
Alita
What?
Battle Angel. You know, she could probably be a candidate to fight Mega Man.
oh,
But
that's
again, is she
actually
a
not a
full
bad
robot?
choice.
I believe she is kind of full robot-ish. I think she's like the same element as Mega Man. The only difference is
So
that-
not robots. They're cyborgs. That's the difference.
Oh. Okay. If you say so.
What about Call from Alien Resurrection, Sal? Yes.
Yeah, no. Well, she's basically like a female version of Bishop. I don't remember the first android from the first Alien movie. I forgot.
Ash.
It's Ash. He's the crazier one.
More so
Bishop.
than David? More so than David, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was like choking Winona Ryder. I'm not Winona. Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Hey, spoilers, guys. I haven't seen the Alien movies yet.
Are you kidding me?
No way.
Yeah,
No,
get out of
I've seen
town,
the first
dude.
one. That's it.
Now you being
That's
a
the one we're
professor-
talking about. The first one.
Yeah, but I'm saying don't talk about the rest. I've only seen the first one. I'm working
Oh,
on the
okay.
rest of them.
Have you
Nuh-uh.
ever seen James Cameron's other classic movie, Aliens?
Well, I'm not a huge James Cameron fan.
What did he do to you?
Wow.
Nothing. I like
Now, Titanic, I agree with you. I'm not a fan of Titanic, but good lord, the first two Terminator movies, Aliens, True Lies, can't go wrong there.
Some good
well, yeah,
choices there.
I just haven't.
And he wrote Rambo 2.
I've seen that movie. I just never got a chance to see Alien, and then 40 years later, I just have.
What about
I've been
Avatar?
working on it. Yeah, I've seen Avatar.
Yeah. James Cameron is just as he's
I
up
enjoy- I'm
with,
just-
with the pioneers. Like
I don't think he says all that, but
You said that to his face?
Wow.
yeah, I would say it to his face.
Would you
I,
really?
I would put him above. I would put him above Michael Bay. I'll say that right now.
Oh,
of
I
course.
hate Michael
Oh,
Bay,
absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
I'll say that to Michael Bay.
Oh, I
Michael
would
Bay
too.
Bank.
Porky's
Why would-
here.
Who's here?
Porky.
Hey.
Oh, what did do?
Porky. The
but I
Porkster.
don't see a James Cameron movie and be like, oh, James Cameron, you made a new movie. No, it's just like, okay.
That's that hurts my
Not
heart.
everybody likes James Cameron, dude. Is what it is.
I mean, I don't
You can't be
dislike him,
mad
but
at him for it.
I'm just not like a diehard James Cameron fan. I don't know.
Yeah, he's not a diehard James Cameron fan. Give him a break. Jeez,
All right, I'll give him a Kit Kat bar. All right.
Which get
Sorry.
off his ass.
I'm just saying, the first
Sounds like, why don't you
Terminator,
go
the
fuck
second Terminator.
I love the Terminator movies. I've seen those. I just never got to. So my childhood was very. I didn't get a chance to watch anything that was considered horror. The only exception was the Terminator I got to see, and it was really scary as a kid, and so we weren't allowed to watch anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it just never. And then the Alien movies just fell off the radar for a long time, and it's on my list. I just haven't gotten around to watching the rest of them.
Well, do yourself a favor. You need to watch it because.
Well, I'm planning
I
on
feel
watching
like
them
that
all.
is-
I plan on
that is
watching
a
them.
prime example of women empowerment.
Yeah, I
That
plan on
was the
watching
best direction
all
to
of
go.
them. Plan on watching all of them in order up to the Alien Terminus coming out.
Romulus.
Romulus, there we go. Romulus, yeah.
I cannot wait. Well, that one is between 1 and 2, so you should watch 2, and then you'll be set for Romulus.
Yeah, okay. Or maybe I should watch 1. Maybe I should rewatch 1 and watch Romulus and then watch 2.
Yeah, I just rewatched 1 last night, and I was just like, I don't know what it was, but like I felt like I forgot the black guy's name.
Oh, Yaphet Kotto? Well, sorry,
Yeah.
that's the actor.
He had the weapon to kill it. In my situation, like if the girl didn't move and you gave her multiple chances and now she's dead, dude, flamethrower that fucking xenomorph. That's it. They're both dead. You know what I mean? For the greater good.
But you have to understand, it's movie logic. You have to leave one survivor. You know the deal.
No.
Oh, and the cat. And the cat. One survivor and the cat.
Yeah. No, it is what it is. But like I just said, I'm like, dude, flamethrower that girl. Like she's dead already. But they're all great. I even like the one with Ron Perlman. That one's funny.
Yes, Alien Resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of funny scenes in that one.
Okay, I can't get this clock to work. I don't know why. It won't. None of these that are locked in the system, Chris, will unlock. So another Ecamm fail in
It's
my
conspiring
book.
against you.
Yeah, it seems like it. It's not cool. So we'll just do the timer. So I'll set the timer. It's not a big deal. We got this, guys. We got this.
I got a big deal.
We're always on it when it comes to that. Okay. We have fallbacks. So let's do, these are the Battle of the Bots. So we're going to do the alternatives. But first, real quick, Philippe says Liquid Terminator, Ultron. Mr. Son says Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet. Not happening today. Neither is Gort. Or Liquid Terminator, I guess.
I think he's talking about the T-1000.
Optimus
I did
Prime, not
mention that
on
for
there.
the
Astro Boy, not on there. But Mega Man versus Astro Boy would have been pretty cool if we were allowed to do that.
We got to do like a part 2 to this, just to please.
Well, Kevin, you're all about pleasing the people. You can do that on your own time.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Make sure you bring knee pads.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, you pervert.
You don't hurt your knees,
You fucking
Kevin.
pervert, eh? All right, so
Got
first
pretty
in the
lips there,
battle. Well, Kevin, right away, we've got Voltron. This is in the alternate, so this is kind of a practice rounds for you guys. But keep in mind that the alternate that does make it, that like tops the rest, makes it into the tourney at some point. It's just not in a good position for that alternate when it pops into the tourney. Like it's not during a weak battle or anything. It has to earn its spot, in other words. So we have Voltron, a big argument over Voltron and the other one here coming up. Of course, the Voltron is going to fight the Megazord. Of course, right? I mean, that was like bound to happen.
Yeah.
So we've got Voltron versus the Megazord. We've got Voltron versus Power Rangers here for you guys. Who will win? We've got a minute on the clock. Let's effing go.
I'm gonna say this really quick. I think Megazord will win because number one, the Power Rangers are better fighters, and not only that, they have power suits just like Voltron. But the only thing I would say the Voltron might have is just the magic. But I feel like they're better fighters, and they have better feats. Kevin,
Feats?
yeah, defeats. They've defeated better monsters
Or the
than
hands?
Voltron.
Maybe defeats.
Wow.
Maybe the hands.
Wow, you really gonna go there?
Yeah, suck
did-
that.
I disagree. Voltron has defeated a tyrannical universal empire, galactic empire that brutally murdered people. Especially if you watch the original Japanese version. It was no joke. They committed so many war crimes in that cartoon called Go Lion, King of 100 Beasts. So I believe that the 5 heroes from Voltron are more heroic. And if you include the other Voltron, the vehicle one, even more so. With the 15 cars and planes and whatnot.
All right. Well, here's this: dinosaurs beats lions.
Not
Okay.
all, but one of them is a Tyrannosaurus, or one of them is a pterodactyl. That's
Pterodactyl.
Okay.
That's
So
not
you
going to eat a
telling-
lion.
Okay, so you're telling me a pterodactyl can't grab a fucking lion and throw his ass off of a mountain? Come on, bro.
You
Eagles
said
do
eat.
that.
You said eat.
No.
You said eat lion.
Okay,
said-
let
said
me
beats.
point something out that's quite obvious, Sal. Voltron fights in space. The Megazord always just fights like on a planet,
Yeah, most of the time they're flying on the planet.
which means to me it just means that Voltron has that density capability. It can withstand more pressure than the
Yes.
Megazord. So in
it's
my
mystical.
humble opinion, Voltron for that reason takes it.
Thank you. And by the way, Sal, how many Megazords did the Power Rangers ever go through? And how many Voltrons did the Voltron Force ever go through? Think about that.
I blame that on the writers. How about that?
Oh, blame it on the writers.
All right. We got some votes here, guys. We got some votes. Kevin, you can count Voltrons, and Sal, you can count Megazords. Okay.
Yeah, he's not gonna be counting very much.
Wow, Kevin. Brag. Okay, so we have one vote. Mr. Sean says Voltron. Mom says Voltron. Dad says Voltron. David says 5 lines to form one robot. Peter Cullen also voices several characters in the show. He's not voting for anything. He's just talking. Hector says Power Rangers have more variety of animals as the different pieces. I don't know that that's a vote, though. Louis, good to see you, buddy. Louis in. He says Voltron. Miguel, thanks for joining. Miguel says Voltron. David says Voltron is defender of the universe.
That's
Zordon
right.
can't even keep Earth safe. So David's definitely voting for
There you
Voltron.
Why?
Sammy says Power Rangers. There you go, Sal.
Sam.
Thank you, Sammy. Someone who has some sort of intelligence on this planet.
And-
Wow. Wow, now you're insulting the intelligence of the other folks in the comment section.
And,
Just you.
and Philippe
Just
says
you,
Voltron
Mr.
wins.
Green.
Sean McGee, we couldn't do the Daleks versus the Cylons because they both have human components to them, primarily. Even though I argued so does Voltron and the Megazord.
Donald, the Daleks don't have a human component. They have an alien component.
Well, yeah.
They are like little crane.
That's true. They're like
creatures.
little
They're not
jellyfish
robots.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's quite apparent because it's an entire species built inside of an encasement, like in order to survive. Whereas the Cylons. No, I thought for some reason I thought you said Cybermen. I'm sorry, Sean.
Cybermen.
Yeah, the Cybermen is what we couldn't do. We couldn't do the Daleks versus the Cybermen. We couldn't do the Cybermen versus the Cylons, even though I wanted to do Cybermen versus Cylons or something along those lines. We just couldn't do it. So the Daleks couldn't do that one either for somewhat similar reason. So it looks like the Megazord's gone. We're moving on. Voltron wins that battle. Okay, that's round 1. Round 2, here we go. This one's interesting, and David, I hope this one makes you happy, buddy. It's going to be a surprise, I think. We have in this one. Did you?
Got it.
You didn't send me a picture, did you?
I should be in there.
Starts with an H. Oh, okay. All right, I see it. Never mind. I do see it. Yeah. Okay, sorry, guys. HAL 9000. HAL 9000, which is basically an entire spaceship, if I'm correct. HAL 9000 is going to be taking on none other than Unicron.
Oh, this should be easy.
Well, you have... Here's the thing, though. You have a program that's part of a spaceship, right? That controls a spaceship. And you have an entire planet that turns into a robot.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think maybe that Hal could use his programming to infect Unicron and take over Unicron?
I definitely think that.
What if that happened and then Unicron's eyes started to glow really bright, like red,
But you also have to remember something.
and his voice changed?
You have to remember something, though. When you watch Transformers the movie, he does have a very powerful immune system. So if he did try to do that, I think he would have a counter.
Good point.
That.
Very good point. I love that point.
But not only that, but like if you remember, he also rewrote Megatron's, not only his structural body, but his components and his personality.
Yep.
So I think that's a no-brainer that Unicron would win.
And he resurrected Starscream later on.
Yeah, when he told Megatron.
Was it Starscream? I thought he resurrected Megatron.
No. Well, yeah. First, he did that for all intents and purposes before he died.
Yeah.
But Starscream in the 3rd season of Transformers, when Starscream's a ghost, there was an episode where Starscream's made a deal, and he brought him back to life.
I don't remember that. That's a deep nerd cut, my friend.
Yes, it is.
I just remember the movie with Unicron. I don't remember Unicron being in this series.
Oh yeah, well, the head, literally the head was in the whole series.
Oh really?
Megatron, is that you?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because you remember when the movie ended, he blew up and you saw his head. You remember at the end, when the credits came on, you see his head is like going past Cybertron.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the brain is still active and alive. So the head's still alive. So his.
Oh no shit.
his CPU was still,
Ain't
active.
that something?
Yeah,
Wow.
and he still has some power left in him, even with just a head.
All right, guys. I would hope you have been voting by now, so we're going to start counting the vote. Sorry, Adam. Yeah, you do not. I did not send out any posts today. Been a little busy with work. It's been kind of nuts. So here we go. We're counting down,
Yeah.
and here we
What
go,
if,
guys.
What if Hal had the Matrix of Leadership went up against,
Now that would be a different story. That would be a problem.
Yeah.
Be a problem.
Mr. Sean says, "I'll have to go with Hal 9000." Dave, Don. Well played, sir. Well played. Well played. Remember in that movie when Donald was a hater? Which movie?
Wow.
Which movie? Yeah, there's
Which
so
movie?
many.
Yeah. Adam's just mad because he doesn't think honey mustard belongs on a salad, and I don't mind it at all.
Ugh.
I enjoy honey mustard better than nuclear waste yellow mustard.
Yeah.
I don't like
all
any
mustards,
mustard.
really. I literally like all mustard. I love every single type of mustard.
Ugh.
Yep.
Well, you were Colonel Mustard.
I was. Yeah, I was. You're right. I was. I went to go see Clue Live last Tuesday and dressed up as Colonel Mustard to go to the theater. And I was one of one. I don't know that anybody else in that theater dressed up. There was like 1,000 people in that theater. And yeah, you got one brightly lit Colonel Mustard. And I don't mean lit like I was drunk. I was just bright. Yeah. No, it's too expensive to get drunk at the theater, guys. Come on. Let's be
That's why you
realistic.
pregame. That's why you pregame,
All right, so
bro.
it's over a minute. We're stopping. Moving on. Let's go. Chris, you're going to count Hal. And Kevin, if you could count Unicron, that'd be great.
Sure.
Okay.
I got you, David.
Let's see. Sean McGean says Hal 9000. David is voting Unicron. Mr. Sean's going Hal 9000. Philippe is going Unicron. Hector Hernandez is going Unicron. Sammy is going Hal. Mom is going Unicron. I don't know about Dad. And Adam says honey mustard is only good for tendies. Yeah, it is good for tendies, I will say. Sean McGean says Daleks are cyborg aliens, so did you disqualify all cyborgs in the Battle of the Bots? Yes, I believe we did. That was the whole point behind that discussion. And I don't think that Daleks are cyborg aliens at all. From what I recall, they had genetically superiorized themselves to the point where they had no need for a their body. Their mind was the most important part, but in their quest for that, they gave up basically, I guess you could say, all their humanity, and they just became this vessel of hate. And then they created those encasements so they could go out and destroy and exterminate. So that's a tough one. I would say no, that those aren't Daleks are not cyborgs. I don't think they're cyborgs at all. I think they, it'd be like if you went to the hospital and somebody was on a ventilator, would you go run over and go, cyborg? No, so we could debate that one all day, but I'm going to go with they're not cyborg-esque. But we did try to not have cyborgs in here if we could avoid that. So you'll see. I think we did a pretty good job. Let's see who else. Mr. Sean, Elliot. Elliot's here. Hey, Elliot. He says Hal. So we're going Hal. And then
Okay.
Sean McGean says Wikipedia says they are. Oh, well, whenever you're quoting Wikipedia, that's... I don't know, sir. Anybody, I can go in there and edit that at any point. So basically, Daleks are like Donald's. Well, it could be part robot. You wouldn't know. So it looks like it's Unicron, right, guys?
No, it's a tie.
It's a tie.
Is it a tie?
Sir.
Ooh.
No
You know what
shit.
time it is?
Wow.
It has to go before the Supreme Court or
Oh
Supreme
my
Council.
God. I didn't know it was a tie. Wow.
Sir.
Okay. So I'm going to leave both off the screen, and I guess it goes to us. So, wow, that's going to be... Let's go to Big Sal first, since he's the official guest here.
Justice Sal, what saith you, sir?
I'm gonna say if Hal doesn't have the leadership of Matrix, he's done for. So Unicron.
What saith you, Justice Turner?
Hal.
All right, we're still tied. So it's between you and me, Donald. You know, I'm going to have to go with Sal's logic because I agree. If he doesn't have the Matrix of leadership, which can definitely disarm and disable and destroy Unicron, I have to go with Unicron. So, what saith you?
Well, I have an argument for Hal and him being able to infiltrate. I think that's a very unique and very cool idea, and I would love to see that. I think it'd be sick to see that. Would be amazing. But I don't, again, your argument, Kevin, with the antibodies and things like that, I would think that Unicron would have been able to put something in place as far as a firewall. He's a very intelligent being. So I'm gonna lean towards Unicron on this one, although I think in certain circumstances Hal could take it. So let's go Unicron for the benefit of time. So Unicron takes it, and Hal is done for.
You gotta think of this too. How old is Hal, and how old is Unicron as well?
Millions of years old Unicron is.
Yeah,
True.
Think of how much experience he's accumulated over time.
Exactly.
Yeah, but when you're talking about electronics, old does not mean good.
But he keeps devouring other Cybertronian planets and upgrades himself.
This is like some ultimate, next level, super next level artificial intelligence we're talking about here. This is like no joke.
Yeah, and the transformability is pretty cool too. Okay, so next up we are going. We're going a little old school for you now. I know Mr. Sean and probably Sean McGean are going to love this because it's just freaking cool. We've got Mechagodzilla, guys. Mechagodzilla. If these are in the alternate battles, imagine what our real battle is going to. They're going to be fun on a bun, guys. We've got Mechagodzilla, and here you go, guys. This one I thought would be super cool, and I wanted to put him in there some way, somehow. We're going Gigantor against Mechagodzilla, guys.
Man, we're going full Japanese on this one.
Battle for Japan right here. Mechagodzilla versus Gigantor. And let's start the clock, guys, and away we go on that timer. Boom. Counting down now.
What is Gigantor from?
Hello, Loki.
Hello, Loki.
Gigantor, where is he from?
I don't know. Japan? I don't freaking know.
No, what was he from? A movie, a TV show?
Oh, a cartoon.
Cartoon
Series.
Yeah, okay. I don't know Gigantor.
I bet he's like him and Astro Boy were like some of the first Japanese robot cartoons, if I recall.
I met
right?
Gigantor. We were both at a bar, probably 10 years back. No. I actually, the song from Saturday morning cartoons. I can't remember who sang the song, but it was all indie rock bands were re-singing the openings to the theme songs of the cartoons from the 70s, 60s, and 70s. And Gigantor was one of them, and I remember that, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" So I looked him up, and I was like, "Oh, he's kind of cool." So we're gonna go. Oh, Mag's on. Hello, Mag.
I feel like depending on what his armor situation is gonna be, but I see a little bit of looking it up. He would have the agility to move faster than Mechagodzilla. The only thing Mechagodzilla has is that firepower they gave him in order to damage Godzilla.
So he just has to stay out of the way.
Yeah.
So if he can dodge and weave, he has a definite chance to take down Mechagodzilla.
Does he have offense though?
He's got arms.
Ooh.
Big old arms.
Ooh, Gigantor? Yeah, he got hands.
Yeah,
they're ready to eat for everyone.
Yeah, he got big old hands. So let's start counting here. We're at about 2 minutes on this. Let's see. Sean McGean goes Gigantor, which is what Big Sal is going to tally. And Mechagodzilla is going to be Kevin. Okay, so Gigantor Let's see. David says got Mecha Godzilla. Miguel says Gigantor. Mr. Sean says, oh, Gigantor all the way. Love the cartoon way back when. Mom is going Godzilla. Not sure about Dad. Black Crown is going Gigantor. Elliot is going Gigantor. Philippe is going Gigantor. Wow. Okay. So it sounds like Gigantor kind of ran away with it, right?
Yes,
yeah.
it sure looks like it.
Okay.
It's a
So
wrap. It's a wrap.
Mechagodzilla is defeated and it moves. That's shocking. I'm like hella shocked, guys. I'm shook. I'm so shocked.
Well, I think because some of the no, actually, I'm not shocked because some of the OGs in the comment section they grew up with Gigantor, so they might appreciate it a little bit more.
I mean, they came out almost the same time. It's just one is animated and one came out of live action.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then like they're gonna know more anyways because like I said, depending on the agility of Gigantor, might have the upper hand over Mechagodzilla.
Uh-oh. We've got another battle on our hands. We've got Metropolis's Maria the Robot. If it opens. There we go. Oh, it's a big photo too. Let me slim this down a bit. There we go. Make some space for Maria the Robot from Metropolis. And Maria the Robot from Metropolis is going to take on her twin, or at least I thought this was cool. I was super proud of myself with this one. Taking on Jocasta from the Avengers. So we have Maria from Metropolis versus Jocasta. And Kevin, if you say some of those old schoolers, then you're officially calling them super old because this came out in the 20s, if I recall.
Now, first of all, there's not a single person in this comment section who would have been alive when this came out. So,
you sure about that?
I am almost certain nobody was born or was alive during the year 1927. I'm almost certain of that.
Nobody.
Nobody who's currently in the comment section, nobody on this panel.
How do you know?
Because
maybe
I know
they're just not commenting. Maybe they're just watching.
No, I know the date of births of everybody in the comment section as well.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, maybe somebody that's on the show, like watching, they're not commenting. They're just watching, and maybe they're like almost 100 years old.
Now that is possible. That is possible. That is true.
See? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I don't.
If you're
Okay.
watching the show, and you're 100 years old, I tip my hat to you, sir.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you lived a wonderful life.
So,
right?
So what does Maria have that's so special? I mean, I ask myself that all the time. What does Maria have that's so special, guys, from Metropolis?
Spill the tea, Professor.
Well, I mean, considering just the fact that she was a robot that they kind of created in the 1920s, and it was like a friggin' created to assassinate somebody was, I think, pretty, for the time, pretty forward thinking.
Mm-hmm.
She was very robot-y, but she also was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Endowed.
Yeah, they definitely wanted to make the robot look like a lady, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jocasta was created by Ultron, by the way, so I think that gives her a bit of a leg up when it comes to anything. But I could be wrong, so we'll see what people say in the chats. I think it's going to be probably a pretty close split, but that's just my thought process on this. I haven't looked yet.
She basically became like the ruler. Like she ruled the whole all of Berlin, the Berlin metropolis. Like it's crazy. So she became sentient, and she just kept getting more and more intelligent and then independent of her programming, and then it took over. Mm-hmm. It's pretty controlling, or not controlling. I guess just super. I cannot articulate today. She's.
You're not very good at it as usual.
I don't know who Jocasta is. I can't compare her to her. But it's like smart. He's super smart.
Okay. Powers and abilities. Jocasta's body is composed of titanium steel with remarkable superhuman strength, speed, stamina, and reflexes, which can withstand most physical and energy attacks. Being a non-living construct, she requires no food, water, or oxygen to survive. Immune to poisons and diseases, of course. The other one is too. She is able to project beams of electromagnetic energy from her eyes and erect a force field around herself to protect her from incoming attacks. I think that's going to be key. She also possesses a heightened sense of sight, smell, and hearing, along with a superhuman strength and dexterity. So Jocasta is like she's a great ally to have for the Avengers for sure. I mean, that's pretty dope. Sean says, Maria looked badass for the time. Black Crown says, I don't know what either of these bots do. Let's see. I'm going to go. So we got Maria already. So Chris, you can do Maria. And Sal, if you can count Jocasta, that would be great.
Absolutely.
Let's see if we got any votes here. I'm going to go with Maria, says Sean McGee. Robot, because she was the original and looked way cool. Sean says Maria looked badass for the time, but he's not. That was already one vote. Black Crown says I don't know either. Hanzo says Jocasta. David says Maria. Mr. Sean says Kevin, true that nobody here was around in 1927, but Metropolis has been shown numerous times. Black Crown says I'll go with Maria because she looks cooler. Mr. Sean says, oh, Jocasta gets my vote, but didn't Englehart base her on Maria? Yeah, I believe so. Elliot says Maria. And Sammy says Jocasta. So where are we on these votes, guys?
I got 3 for Jocasta.
Got 4 for Maria.
Oh, shit. Maria might actually beat Jocasta. And, yeah, I don't know. We'll give it another 30 seconds and see if somebody else votes for Maria. It's all over for Jocasta. And if not, then it'll be a tie. And then it goes to us, the council. Muhahaha. The League. The Legion. Right? Are we the Legion? I can't remember.
Legion.
Sure. We're the Legion.
Yeah, I really feel like the
Okay.
movie Ex Machina was kind of like copied, like they copied Maria because it's kind of similar. It's not really kind of a. Maria was basically created in the image of the scientist lover that basically
Jocasta's
rejected
done,
him.
guys. Maria wins. So we move
All right.
Next in this, this is taking forever on this one. So let's hurry up with this. We're going to go quick on this since we've talked about both already. We're going Voltron, and Voltron is going up against none other than Unicron. This is a great fucking fight.
Ooh.
Pardon my French.
This is brutal.
This is a badass fight, and I don't think many planets are going to walk away from this one. Like, this is like you throw them into the stars and they crush 5 planets and shit type battle. You know what I mean?
And the blazing sword cannot be underestimated.
That's true, but Unicron also has a very, very large robotic penis that comes out.
That may be so, but
And
you
he
must
uses
understand that
to battle.
You can
fight.
chop off a penis.
Like
Voltron's
this.
more than a robot. That may be so, but Voltron's more than a robot. Voltron is a mystical
Like that.
being.
If he starts doing this, you know you're in trouble. You know it's
But-
near the end for you.
But Voltron is a mystical being. It's more than a robot. It is a mystical being.
But Unicron can make, Transformers and overwhelm Voltron just for him to transform himself and take the final blow.
Mm.
You got to realize that Unicron is, he's basically a
David.
god.
David says, "Damn you, Donald." Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Of course, Donald set this up to be a jerk. We know.
Yeah, well, it's better now than later.
It really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's going to be the viewer's choice.
Right.
Yes.
Whether we throw wherever we throw logic into it, it's going to be preference.
Mhm.
That's true.
So
Let's
But-
count these
but-
votes.
But as I Zelle payments to various audience
Right,
members,
that's what he's
that's
doing
sure
right now, you
will.
little snake. Okay, so Kevin, you'll count Voltron. Sal, you are going to count Unicron. First vote, Voltron. Second vote, Hanzo says, Philippe says Unicron. Mr. Sean, Voltron. Mom, Voltron. Dad, Voltron. Hector says, vote Unicron because the Voltron humans are squishy and weakness. Sammy says Voltron. Elliot says Voltron. And then Black Crown says Unicron would just eat Voltron. Unicron all the way. Still sounds like Voltron's winning, though. David is disgusted with himself, also voting for Voltron. So it sounds like that's a nail in the coffin for Unicron.
He doesn't even have the leadership of the Matrix.
Man, when you're the defender of the universe,
Yeah.
You don't need the
it goes a long way.
But Unicron,
Sorry, Unicron.
has erased.
Voltron moves on. Moves on. Next on the list, we've got Gigantor. Gigantor. I got a feeling he's the one to beat. Like, Gigantor is very popular. He is going up against none other than Maria.
Ooh, it's a good matchup.
Maria the Robot. So Maria the Robot versus Gigantor. This tiny robot woman versus a giant robot.
Yeah, Maria's
Don't
super
underestimate
smart
her.
though, so I think she
Nope.
could outsmart him.
Don't underestimate her.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Like, Maria's intelligent, so we'll give her that. So it's intelligence versus strength in this one. Will Maria triumph, or will Gigantor just crush her? And we have one vote already coming in, guys. I've started the shot clock. We are moving along now. It is go time for these ones.
You do know that Unicron would have destroyed Voltron, Kevin.
You know, I would say this. In my heart, I don't want to believe that, but in my brain, you're probably right.
That's why the heart betrays you.
The heart wants what it wants. Okay, here we go. Coming in, Big Sal, you are Gigantor, and Chris, you are Maria. Sean McGean says Gigantor. Mr. Sean says Gigantor. Black Crown says Gigantor. Elliot says Maria. And Sean McGean says, or will they spawn Giant Maria? Dun dun dun. Oh.
She's gonna turn into what? Mega Maid from Spaceballs?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Suck?
That was a good choice too. Yeah, we should have went with Mega Man. Damn, we fucked up.
Mega Maid versus Unicron.
Yeah, that actually would have been cool. I'd have been down for that. It'd be like she just sucked the shit out of him. What? Is that power?
Just suck him. Suck
Yeah.
his energy.
Yeah. Okay, so who's winning?
Gigantor right now.
By how many votes?
So far, I've got 3 in my hand. But you haven't.
And how many for
Yeah,
Maria?
It's like one for Maria, if I recall.
One for Maria? Okay. All right. And David just said Maria. So that's 2 to 1. I'm going to call it, though, for time's sake. We're going to give Gigantor the win.
Oh, poor
Where are the
Maria.
rest of the votes? Why we only there's like 8, 9 people? Why is there only like 4 people votes?
I don't know. It's interesting.
No, so some people say no vote. I see that. So some people, or maybe don't have.
I mean, maybe they can see what's the writing on the wall, and if you've got Voltron going up against Maria, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? So maybe
Yeah,
they
that's
were
kinda-
like, let's go with what makes the most sense for the next fight. So it's Voltron is going to be going up against Gigantor, guys. So who would win in this fight, Voltron or Gigantor? I mean, if Voltron took Unicron, I don't feel like Gigantor would be much of a challenge.
Gigantor has no chance against the Blazing Sword.
No chance.
I mean,
Since
when that
he's
sword comes
only an
out,
Earth Protector, right?
yes,
right?
yes,
Earth Protector loses to the Universe Protector, right?
that's right.
Right,
especially-
Kevin?
Especially if you don't have the
Jeez,
sword.
Sal.
Except they're both
What?
defenders though, so it's kind of like it'd be a very boring fight.
I mean, that Blazing Sword is no joke. That Blazing Sword has torn apart so many robots, so many beasts,
That's what I
beasts,
told her.
Mhm.
other. What are
So
we talking about?
we're doing Voltron. Kevin, you're counting Voltron. Big Sal, you're Gigantor. Black Crown says Voltron. Sean McGean says Gigantor. Guys, vote. We have 1 minute left on the clock. Give us some votes.
right
Voltron
now.
so far is
Actually,
tied with
2-1.
Gigantor.
No, not anymore. 2-1 Voltron now.
Elliot's going
Horse.
Voltron.
Shit.
Make it 3. Thank you, Mr. Phelps.
3 Voltron
Yeah.
versus Gigantor.
How much money are you paying him, Kevin?
Louis says Voltron. Make it 4-1.
Oof. This is not looking good for Gigantor, guys.
Make it 5 because your mom said.
Whoa.
I thought he was just going there. Yeah.
Whoa.
So that's 6, actually, 'cause she's saying Voltron, so that's her and my dad.
All right, so it's 6-2 in favor of the Defender of the
Yeah,
Universe.
because Mr. Sean said Gigantor. I think it's over.
Yes, it is.
It's over.
Ultron gets to play a wild card.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep. Gigantor's out. Voltron makes his way in. A robot filled with people. Sure, that counts.
Over a Cybertronian god.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Here we go. This is the a real official battle time, guys. Here we go. It is Robo War time, everybody. I'm excited. You're excited. Voltron has made it into the alternate realm, so that means he's going to be thrown in at some point during a very hard battle to see if he can win his way to the top. Now, let's get started. Battle 1. We've got the Battle of the Goldies. We have Star Wars lovable bumbling droid C-3PO. C-3PO from Star Wars. And what battle wouldn't be complete without a some form of a polar opposite or a we can rebuild them, make them stronger version of yourself. We're going Dot from Spaceballs. So we have Dot from Spaceballs versus C-3PO. Who wins this battle, guys? 1 minute on the clock. Let's go. Everybody discuss. I say Dot smarter.
Not only that, but she has a fiery attitude. You know how many times she cock blocked?
Yeah, it's true.
She's a savage
C-3PO 's
Spitfire, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's true.
C-3PO is a big wuss. He just runs. I don't think he's got a shot.
Yeah.
Now, if it was C-3PO, where he even got Yoda saying, "Let me go, let me go."
No, that was
Let me
R2D2. That was
Oh, same
R2D2.
thing.
It's
That
the
little
same
guy.
thing. A
No,
different
R2D2 would definitely beat Dot, but yeah, C-3PO
Yeah.
not so much.
Right, I agree. I think R2D2 could take Dot.
He
But
got
yeah.
that shotgun.
And he's
Right.
feisty. See, R2D2 is
They're
feisty.
both feisty. That's what I'm saying. Like they're both feisty. Like R2D2 and
Right.
Dot.
C-3PO is more docile, so maybe C-3PO would give his allegiance to Dot before there even was a fight, and the fight would be over.
Yeah.
You know, or maybe he'd fall in love with her and just keep following around with flowers, and she would get annoyed, and then somehow that makes him the winner.
And they would make golden baby robots.
Go figure. All right, Chris, you're Dot. Kevin, you're C-3PO. And here we go. Sammy says C-3PO. Sean says C-3PO. Mom says Dot. Mom, let me know if Dad says Dot. David says Dot. Mr. Sean says C-3PO. And Elliot says Dot.
We're tied at 3.
Sean says it would have been better to have C-3PO versus Biotron from the Micronauts. No one knows who that is. Nobody knows who that is. I mean, maybe some of us know who the Micronauts are, but I don't remember Biotron at all. Do you remember Biotron? Anybody?
No.
Barely.
Like I recognize the name Micronauts, but I don't even know.
Right.
like,
But I
really
mean,
what
I
they are.
love the concept, and there was talk of a movie happening at one point, and I don't know whatever happened with that.
I think it's in what they call development hell right now.
Yeah, probably.
Same as Voltron.
Hector
True.
says Dot beats C-3PO, so Hector's going Dot. Black Crown says C-3PO couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. He's going with Dot. And Dad is going with Dot. So it sounds like Dot's starting to run away with it. What's the score here, guys?
I mean, I have 5, but you froze up for like 30 seconds. I'm not sure if you had anybody in that 30 seconds, but I have
Possibly.
5.
I have 1, 2, 3, 3 dots, 4 dots, 5 dots. So yeah, 5. How
I
many?
think it was only like 3 3POs.
Okay. All right, here we go. We're going with Dot. C-3PO is gone. Is gone.
Oh, the maker.
Yeah, I know. What are you going to do?
Dot's his daddy and mommy.
I look at it this way, Sean. Every day that I wake up is a blessing, and it's not guaranteed. So I could die the next day, right? So
Any of us can.
Do I
Any of us
want
can.
to educate myself on the Micronauts, or maybe I don't know, like ancient Greece? I mean, I did just go to the Getty Villa not long ago to get some education. little more. It's always good, and I love that place. If you have not gone, if you live out in Southern California, you have not gone to the Getty Villa, change that. Go. It's magnificent. It's wonderful. You just need to get a ticket. Ticket is free, but it does cost like $20 to park, so you end up paying $20 for. But everybody else can go with you, so if you get a whole group of people, you all split the cost. So it makes it super cheap for parking. Anyway, okay, here we go. Round 2. So Dot took that one. Round 2. Here we go. It's going to make a lot of people happy, I think, because this is just a really fun one, guys. It's just a really fun one. We are going with Rosie the Robot from the Jetsons. Rosie the Robot. Happy to see her in the battle here. Feisty, fun, just a great robot to see fight. And she's going up against another very feisty robot. So this is going to be a tough one, I think. Tougher than we think. Rosie's going up against Bender from Futurama, that drinking, swearing, cigar-smoking robot that's just as feisty. Maybe not as smart.
Bender be Bender.
So we got Rosie versus Bender, guys. I'm super excited about this one. Super excited. Go with Rosie the Robot versus Bender, and time starting now, guys. Let's start getting some votes on this. I'm going to...
A housemaid versus a drunk robot. Or an adolescent robot, because he smokes and drinks.
Yeah.
I mean...
I don't know. I think I kind of got to go Rosie.
I would go Bender. That's my boy.
Bender's kind of an idiot, but Rosie, I feel like, breaks down a lot, too. And I think Bender can, he's an idiot, but he can repair himself really easily.
He would also fight dirty, I think.
Yeah, and I think Rosie would be a little bit more, there'd be a little more, geez, that's tough. I'd probably give it to Bender. Yeah, I think I would. They're both great choices, though. I feel like at the end of the day, Bender would try to have sex with Rosie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Totally right.
Hey there, fembot.
Yep.
Death by Snoo Snoo. Hell yeah, that's the way I want to go out.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin.
So we got Rosie versus Bender. Let's start counting them up. Here we go. Chris, you're Bender. Sal, you're Rosie. Rosie Palmer. Mr. Sean says Bender. Hector says Rosie because Bender would fall for her and lose. See, there we go. Sammy says Bender, baby. David says Bender, but I love that you included Rosie. Thank you, buddy. Is Helper from the Venture Brothers in the mix? No, Mr. Sean. There's so many robots. It's kind of crazy when you start looking up all the robots. You're like, shit. Chris just mentioned earlier one from South Park, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know.
Well, he's not really a robot. He's just Eric Cartman pretending to be a robot. But...
And then you have that, what's that girl... that's okay. What's that girl? The one that they did in the 80s, Kevin? And she was a robot.
A Small Wonder.
Yeah, Small Wonder. We could have put her in there. You know what I mean? There's so many we could have put in there, but we just did not have the space. So we did the best we could with what we had, and we all did contribute, and we all did take some of your recommendations into consideration as well.
Also, the robot from Rocky IV.
Tough call. Yeah, Tough call says Black Crown. He's going Rosie. Mom says Bender. Not sure about Dad. Louis says this is a tough one. I'll go with Bender. And Sean McGee says is Herbie the robot from Fantastic Four cartoon in the mix? No, it was either going to be Herbie or Rosie. So we opted with Rosie to take on Bender because it just made more sense with the personalities.
I did share your list, Sean McGee. I did share your list.
Yes. And there was one on there that we had already matched with. I had already done that matchup. So you'll be happy with that. And I think it's the next one, actually. So we have Rosie versus Bender. Rosie versus Bender. And we are out of time on that. So
looks like Bender won this one.
Yeah, Bender won 5-2. Only 2 people voted
nobody
for
else
Rosie.
voted for that. So we're going for Bender. Bender's moving on. And Rosie's done. Now I'm going to go Brainiac. Brainiac's in the next battle. Maybe this isn't the one I was thinking. But there's one in there for sure. So we got Brainiac. Now, there was an argument with Brainiac, but if you look it up, there was a retcon of Brainiac, and he was considered a robot. So we're going with that version of Brainiac on this. There are several versions, so we're going with the retcon 60s, 70s version of Brainiac, which is the robotic. And I think even now in my Adventures of Superman, they made him a robot. as well. So we're going Brainiac. This is great. I love this battle. Super excited to see what you guys have to say. Versus none other than Ultron. Brainiac versus Ultron. Mr. Sean, I'm excited to hear what you have to say in this battle. I think it's going to be tough. Brainiac and Ultron, there's a lot of similarities. Brainiac is a collector of worlds. Ultron is just a collector of what I would say is arrogance. I always felt Ultron, for all he was wanting to do, was kind of arrogant in how he was going about it. You know,
this would be in play too. A human artificial intelligence versus an alien artificial intelligence.
Did they do a Metal Man cartoon, Kevin? I felt like they did like a short, but maybe I'm wrong.
A Metal Man cartoon?
Yeah, maybe they didn't do a Metal Man short, but they should have.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah, Mr. Sean, you're not wrong. They should have. No vote for mom or dad. Thank you, Sean. It is. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good matchup. So, yeah, I mean, they're both very intelligent. They both can create force fields. They both can replicate themselves. They both can download their intelligence into computers and run programs. They both could take nukes and just make them launch. I think, though, Brainiac's upper hand might be his easy capability for space travel, like already. He's seasoned in that, and he's seen so many planets and collected so many creatures from those planets. He's more aware, I think, of the presence of what other species can do. So he's more prepared, I think, than Ultron could be. Because Ultron only has the information from Earth, so he's only pulling from what he knows through those people. So, you know, maybe if he gets like Wonder Man and Wonder Man was in space, he can learn about it. But I think Brainiac, having experienced it, gives him a slight edge. And that could be the edge that's needed to take Ultron down. But I digress. Let's leave it to the public here. We're going to give them a minute to vote. There you guys go.
I'm gonna give it a Brainiac.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say this, like, because I'm thinking like Brainiac has defeated Superman, and you think Ultron could defeat Superman?
Yeah, but was it robot Brainiac that defeated him, or was it human, or was it alien Brainiac that defeated him?
It doesn't matter because it's basically the same story. It's just different parts in time. We're going with Donnie's Brainiac. Even if if he was the robot, he still defeated Superman. And if he wasn't a robot and was, you know, an alien, you know, with enhancements, he still has defeated Superman.
They said at one point somebody told Superman that if he didn't find an angle, he could not defeat Brainiac head on. So take that for what you will. You know, But then again, you know, a lot of strong people have gone up against Ultron and still haven't taken him down, like Thor. And there we go. We're after a minute. So let's stop there and see where we're at on the votes. Kevin, why don't you be Brainiac? And Chris, why don't you be Ultron?
Sure.
So here we go. Somebody said hi, Sal, by the way. Kim is in. Kimberly, she says hi, Sal.
Oh, hi, Kim. Yeah, Kim's back in the States now, guys. She's no longer in South Korea. She moved in with her boyfriend.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Cool. Metalman. Sean McGean says that's a good matchup. I saw that. No vote for Mom and Dad. Black Crown says superpowers. Brainiac is my Brainiac, so Brainiac gets one. Sean McGean is going Brainiac. Kim is going, ooh. Mr. Sean is going Brainiac, hands down. I knew it. I knew he was going to go Brainiac. Which is cool, though. I mean, I'm not against it. I love Brainiac. Elliot says Brainiac. He also, Black Crown also thinks Brainiac is more evil than Ultron. Kimberly is going Brainiac. Mr. Sean says he's already voted. He's saying Brainiac should be a villain in a Superman movie, long overdue. Abso-freaking-lutely.
We've been saying that for years and
years and years. Could take on the entire Justice League, honestly.
Yeah.
Sean McGean says, didn't Brainiac actually have progeny as well, like Brainiac 5 from the Legion of Superheroes?
Yes, and then that story, that series Rebels that we loved so much from over a decade ago, Brainiac 3. I'm sorry, Brainiac 2? Was it Brainiac 2 or Brainiac 3?
It was, I want to say it was Brainiac 5.
No. It's a
Brainiac
lower number.
6.
Real Drox, I think is like Brainiac 3 or 2.
No, I see what you're talking about.
Real Drox?
He's not technically a real. He's a Brainiac, but not really a Brainiac. If that makes sense.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's not Brainiac himself, but he is related. So I can't remember if they gave him a number. They might have given him a 2. He might be the second one, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking the Legion one for some reason. I was pulling that up. David says Ultron. Let's see. Sammy says Ultron. Louis says Brainiac would defeat Ultron by using his superior intellect and vast knowledge of technology to exploit weaknesses, hacking into his systems to shut him down. I vote Brainiac. Okay, I think it's a slaughter. Brainiac soundly defeats Ultron, and I am super ecstatic over that. Go fuck yourself, Ultron. Next, again, I think, Sean, you're going to be very happy with this one. Both of you, probably. We have Marvel's Vision. Vision is going, and I think this one's probably going to go the opposite way, in my opinion. This one is going up against none other than the savvy and feisty Red Tornado. So we've got Red Tornado versus Brainiac. Brainiac does look cooler than Red Tornado. I think Red Tornado looks like a little more rusty version of Vision.
Vision.
Yeah. A little rustier. All right. So what do we got, guys? What do we have? What do you think? What do you think, Kevin? Sal? What do you guys think? Hit me.
I would give Vision the upper hand over Red Tornado. Solely because of, he has an Infinity Stone with him.
Yeah.
So
he's a harbinger of an Infinity Stone.
And I will say this, because the one thing that Red Tornado had trouble in his world is to defeat Martian Manhunter because of his phasing ability.
Mm-hmm.
And Vision has that.
Yes.
So I think it's a no-brainer that Vision would fucking pull his pants down and have his way with him.
Well, I'm looking up. Let me pull up with Red Tornado. Some of his abilities is flight, superhuman durability. He can do air blasts. He has aerokinesis, which means he's basically an airbender. So he has the ability to move the air around him. That, I think, could be the only way he could get an upper hand, because he would constantly be moving the air, so Vision couldn't get to him. He has a force field as well, and he's good with deflection, much like several of my exes. Oh, man. Okay.
That was good.
Thank you. So we're going Red Tornado versus Vision. Vision has the intangibility. He has the Infinity Gem. He has the power of flight. He does have super strength. So there's a lot to Vision as well. They're both highly intelligent. I don't know if Vision's ever run the Avengers, but Red Tornado has been the leader on the what's the teenage group? Not the Titans. Maybe it was the Titans at the time. That version of the Titans, which had like Superboy and Robin and things like that. He was in charge of that, the Titans in that universe. So
Young Justice?
I would say he might have more leadership skills. Young Justice, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, he was in charge of Young Justice for a while. So going with that, guys, let's go ahead and count some votes. And here we go. Big Sal, you are going to be Vision, and Kevin, you're going to be the Red Tornado.
Red Tornado.
Okay.
Probably isn't going to work out.
Sean McGean says Vision. Nezzy, who finally appears, says Vision. Black Crown says Red Tornado. Elliot says Vision. Mr. Sean says, I'm going Red Tornado because I'm such a DC guy. Good choice, buddy. Sean McGean says, the fun fact is that there were Golden Age characters also named Vision and Red Tornado, but neither of those were androids. Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
Just like the Human Torch. The original Human Torch was an android.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, so it'd be the opposite.
The opposite.
David Phelps says Vision. Sammy says Vision, and that is where we lie. So it sounds like Vision's kind of going here.
5-2.
And Kimberly is going Vision as well. So it sounds like a
dead
tornado. Dennis, I'm sorry. Even with your vote, it wouldn't matter. Red Tornado's done. Vision easily takes this one. And we're moving on to the next group. We're moving along now, guys. We've got a great battle here. This is the battle of friendship, I think. This is what's going to happen. One's going to try to outfriend the other one. We've got Wally. Great character.
Wow.
Great design. One would think maybe a design that we've seen in something else because it looked so similar. I even called the Wally that for a while. This one is definitely alive, and we're talking about Johnny Five from Short Circuit, the original Wally. So do you give it to Wally, or who, if you're a Disney aficionado, or do you give it to the original, the old school Johnny Five, who was programmed to be a warbot, by the way? So I feel like Johnny would have the upper hand on Wally if it was an actual fight.
And sole purpose of me giving my vote to Johnny Five when he called that other robot and said his mother was a snowblower.
Yeah, he is also really good at insults, so he could maybe throw Wally off his game.
That's why I will give it to Johnny Five, because he will talk shit to him.
Yeah, he would. He's sassy. He's pretty feisty.
Your mother was a snowblower.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
Greatest line ever.
So we something like that. Yeah, that's a good, really good thought. As far as time, starting the clock, let's go. It is Wally versus Johnny Five, and time for the quiz song.
And another thing is that Wally was programmed to recycle. You know what I mean? He doesn't have any battle experience like Johnny Five. Johnny Five fought what was it, 3 robots in that scene? Or 4?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, we could have put the original Torch in the battle in this. That would have been a good one, too. I feel like he would have been a very good foe, especially for the Vision.
Well,
like, that would have been cool.
2.
Or the Red Tornado. That would have been a great... Oh, man.
Oh, wind versus fire?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, well, what are you going to do? Next
I wonder,
time.
is Captain Planet a robot?
No, I don't think so. I think he's magical. Let's see. Kim says, no, Wally. So I think Kim's voting Wally. Tell me if I'm wrong, Kim. So, Kevin, you're counting Wally. And Chris, you're going to do Johnny Five. Dennis says Johnny Five. Mom says, I like them both. Well, do you like one more? Mr. Sean says Johnny Five. Elliot says Johnny Five. There we go, Mom. Mom says Johnny Five. Dad says Johnny Five. Nezzy says I love Wally, but we'll have to go with Johnny Five. Wow.
It's over.
And Kim says maybe Wally, he recycles. Hector says Johnny Five. Sammy says Johnny Five. Louis says Johnny Five. We're not even going to keep going.
It's over.
Keep counting,
done.
yeah.
Your mother was a snowblower. I told you.
Wow, that is the most sound defeat we've seen so far.
That was a wipeout.
Yeah, that was crazy. Next round on this one. Next round, guys. We've got a great one. This is a great battle. This was like a last-minute thought process for me. I had written down, I had Gigantor originally in the fight in this one, and then I swapped him out last second to put in something else, which I thought was super cool in a great matchup. We're putting in a Sentinel from X-Men with containment capabilities, defense, offense, flight, just a great robot overall for a battle. And it is going up against another great robot that's pretty cool with battle too. And it is the Iron Giant.
Ooh.
So we have the Iron Giant, guys, versus the Sentinel. That is crazy. I think at first the Iron Giant would try to befriend the Sentinel. And the Sentinel would be like, alert, proximity alert, and would like push him and then blast him or throw him or something. And so automatically the Sentinel has the upper hand against the Iron Giant. It's going to be if the Iron Giant can come back from that. And what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think he can come back from something like that?
I don't know. The Sentinel can adapt.
I will say this. If there's humans present, the Iron Giant
will protect, yes.
Yeah, the Iron Giant will protect them. And I feel like, because where did the Iron Giant come from? Was he Earth made? My mom? Okay. All right. My mom, Iron Giant
Sorry.
maker.
Okay.
God, Donald. I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
All right,
But
so here we go.
I feel like I don't know if it was a hand to hand, I'd give it to Iron Giant.
I think this is going to be another wipeout here, another landslide. Let's see. Sean McGean's going Iron Giant. Nezzy's going Iron Giant. Mom says Iron Giant. Dad says Iron Giant. Sammy says Iron Giant. Mr. Sean, Iron Giant. Elliot, Iron Giant. How about Amazo versus the Super Adaptoid? Great choices, Sean. Again, though, we had to only put a couple comic book battles in there, so we could not get that one in there. So it's definitely not in there. David says Iron Giant. Base Sentinel versus Iron Giant would be Iron Giant, but if the Sentinel has mutant abilities, then Sentinel. That's good thought process. Dennis says Iron Giant. If you get him mad enough, he could use his alien weapons. Kim says Iron Giant, and Hector says I vote Iron Giant if they are both fresh off.
This is absolute, not a single vote for the Sentinel.
Wow, I'm shocked.
So I would say, you know what? What if it wasn't a Sentinel? If it was Master Mold?
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Master Mold.
Yeah.
Master Mold, I think would have,
Or
obliterated Iron Giant.
Let's go even further. What if it's Bastion?
Oh, damn. No, but the thing is that the Bastions
It's
don't
true.
attack robots. It only attacks mutants.
Good point.
That's the only one thing. They're
Maybe
literally
the Iron
programmed-
Giant's protecting a mutant. That is a kid and happens to
Well,
have
yeah,
mutant abilities.
yeah. Then that would be an initiating of a fight.
All right. Speaking of protection and fighting, we've got a really good one here. We've got two protectors. We've got two highly intelligent characters capable of great things and really silly things. We are talking about Aliens and Aliens Bishop going up against none other than... This isn't the song that had to do with any of that, by the way. It's just throwing you off.
It would be
Data. So Bishop versus Data. Which robot is winning? They're both robots. That's obviously been proven. So it's cool. I'm down on this. And we're gonna start now, guys. Your thoughts, everybody. Chris, Kevin, Sal.
I don't know Bishop because I haven't seen the movie yet, and I don't really watch Star Trek, but I know he's in there, so I'm out of this conversation.
Boo this man!
This is an awesome matchup.
Man,
I think so,
I would like to give my vote to Bishop.
I want to give it to Data slightly. I think,
But
Data
no, I'm just saying I would love to give it to him because I don't like Data. I call him
What?
Beta.
Oh,
Yeah, I
come
don't
on,
like
man. Come on, have some respect.
Mhm.
He a bitch.
Have some respect for
He a
Data.
bitch.
Have some respect for Data.
I mean, sometimes Data can be a little bit of a weirdie when he gets in his feelings, which can, kind of give the edge to Bishop, who doesn't seem to get in his feelings. And Bishop is very programmed to protect, unlike the prior one from the first film, who was definitely not programmed to protect.
Ash.
Yeah. But this looks like a wipeout. I don't think that we even have to go any further on this one, and we're past a minute on the vote anyway. So Bishop has been defeated soundly by Data, who is easily taking it. No vote for Bishop, actually. Bishop's gone. Data moves on. And at number 8 in the last of the battles of the original battles, so this is the last of the surprises, guys, we have from Battlestar Galactica, we have the Cylons, the OG awesome-looking Cylons, guys. I loved the costuming with these Cylons. It's what made them so popular. It was such a great choice, such a great design. The Cylons are going up against... the Terminator.
Keebler Elf. Oh,
So we've got Cylons versus the Terminator, or Terminators, or Cylon versus the Terminator. Who wins? Who wins in this battle? Start now.
I give it to the Terminator.
Terminator, yeah.
Terminator.
What a
To
shock.
be fair, Terminator was defeated by one woman. Badass, strong-ass woman, but
True.
still.
Yeah, very true.
Wasn't not just first of all, First of all, second of all, it wasn't just one woman. It was a half of a Terminator, and she squished him with the pressed machine. And the second one, it was a Terminator versus an upgraded Terminator, which shows that why the first Terminator would defeat the Cylons, because it has defeated a liquid metal programmed Terminator.
And then later on, a female Terminator that was I remember what
True
Was it-
Legend
was-
Killer is laughing. Probably because Sal's getting too into this.
Oh, that's my homie Legend. What's
But
up,
I mean,
Legend?
but the problem is the Cylons have multiple. There's like a whole army of them.
So did the Terminators. What do you mean?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
past
but
a minute.
Are we talking
and
Terminators
the
like
Cylons
in like
got one
the
vote, guys.
future, or are we talking Terminators in the past? Like that's the thing.
It wouldn't matter, because if we're talking about Terminators and Cylon, they both have vast armies.
Well, don't
And
worry,
not
the
only
Terminator
that-
moved on, guys. So you don't have to worry about this one.
I was never worried.
the argument's over.
Okay. So this is gonna be a fun one, guys. I think you're gonna like this one too. These just worked out really super well, and I'm really happy with this. We've got Dot Matrix. She won round 1. Dot Matrix has moved into round 2 and is taking on none
This will be a
other
fun
than your resident drunk, Bender. Dot Matrix versus Bender. Who's taking it, guys? Who are you voting for?
I'm giving it to Bender.
Bender.
He's more of an asshole than Dot, for sure.
I think they're both pretty, like, A-grade asshole.
Yeah, but Bender's top tier.
Sean McGean
Yeah.
says OG Starbuck is the best. I don't know. I kind of like the newer Starbuck.
Yeah.
I was a pretty big fan of that Starbuck. Katie can sack me off any day of the week. Her last
Wow.
name's Katie Sackle.
Wow.
Dot
Anyway.
Dot is the
Vote.
the gold robot chick in Spaceballs, Kim. When we watched that movie, and Bender is from Futurama.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. People are like, "Oh God, dang, I don't know." Says Kim. Oh, this is tough.
Yeah.
Sammy says 11. I don't know what that means.
Love it.
Let's see. So first of the vote is going to Dot, and that's Mom. I don't know about Dad. So Kevin, 1 for Dot,
Okay.
and Kim is not voting. Sammy goes, oops, ignore the 11. Dad says Bender. So Chris, Dad says Bender.
Split vote.
Mr. Sean says Bender. Someone light that cigar for him. Sammy's laughing, and Kim is going, oh, and it's Chris's birthday.
Dude, that shit tripped me out. I was like,
You
where
got
the fuck
fucking
did
balloons
balloons come
going
from?
on.
Why you got
When did you
balloons?
blow up those balloons?
Remember the last time Chris had edibles and like the balloons and shit came out, and he's like, "Whoa, are you guys seeing this?" That was the best. That was the best. Sammy says, "I said Bender. It was a typo. Geez." Yes, I also type 11 every time I go to type Bender. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult to
Should have known.
decipher the
known.
difference between the number 11 and the name Bender. She's a simple folk. Sorry. Okay, so we've got Bender and Dot. How many votes for Bender, guys?
4.
How many votes for Dot?
I remember only seeing 1.
Okay, we're going with Bender. Dot is done. It is Bender.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next round. Now, this is going to be a fun one here, too. Boy, these are just some great fun matchups, guys. I'm super stoked for this. This next one's going to be tough, though. DC Troop, get ready for this one. We've got
Oh, shit.
Brainiac. Brainiac is going up against, yes, you chose him. He's here. He's fighting Brainiac. He is the Vision. Brainiac versus Vision. Who wins? Who takes it? Brainiac versus
Oh,
Vision.
damn.
I feel like this is a pretty big no-brainer, but
Yeah,
it could
no
also
pun intended.
be
No
a
pun intended.
popularity contest. So,
Right. No pun intended. Yeah, it would go to Brainiac.
yeah.
Man, I don't know. Like, if it was a 1v1 fight, I would say maybe Vision, but Brainiac don't fight fair, and he has his fucking arsenal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, his intelligence and his intellect and his strategy is far beyond Vision's, anyways.
It's bar none.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Who's voting? It's going. It's going. Oh, it's going to be tough. Okay, so
Shit.
Sal, you count Brainiac. Kevin, you do Vision, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go. Kim is going Vision. Mr. Sean's going Brainiac. Elliot is going Brainiac. David is going Brainiac. And Nezzy is going Vision. And I think Sammy's saying Vision as well.
Yeah.
So we're tied to 3 already.
3 and 3. So Hector Hernandez says Brainiac. So Brainiac is taking the lead. We've got about 30 seconds left, guys. Cast your vote.
Come on, Vision!
True Legend Killer might be killing off Vision. He votes Brainiac. We've got 2 more for Brainiac taking down Vision. Will it happen? Sean McGeehan coming in with a Vision. Brainiac only in the lead by 1 vote. Will he pull out in the amount of time needed? Will he make it to that minute mark?
Will it be a tie, possibly?
Oh, will it be a tie?
It's a tie.
It is?
Is it a tie?
Yes, it is.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
It
Alex,
is. It
Alex.
is. Alex
Alex.
P. Moeller
Thanks,
says
Peter.
Vision. Is Vision going to take it? Is he going to beat Brainiac? Is a popularity vote? Is a character that just can become intangible going to take Brainiac? Is a character that was created by Ultron going
Is
to-
Jennifer Connelly's husband going to take down Brainiac?
Oh my goodness. Lord and Gravy, let's see. It is. Please don't mention pulling out again. Come on.
Out of all the things to pay attention to, Maria. Sammy. Jesus.
Wow.
Pull out.
Wow.
Called her Maria again.
Sal, you're in so much trouble. You
She's
don't
gonna
even know.
kick my ass when she sees me. I swear to God.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get your ass kicked. That's for sure.
She's gonna.
Okay,
she's
so
gonna
are
put
we
me in the head.
tied?
Yeah, we're tied.
We're tied. So it goes to us.
Goes to the counselor.
It goes to the Legion of Doom. It goes to us, guys. Brainiac or Vision. I know where my allegiance lies. It's obvious. I'm going to just say it. I'm going Brainiac.
Yeah, you DC
I'm
lover.
I'm going logically on this. He can take on worlds. Vision cannot. So I'm going Brainiac. 100%.
What about you? What say it to you, Sal?
Oh, Brainiac.
Oh, shit. He flipped. Okay.
No, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, me knowing and like how you know,
Yeah.
Brainiac has more defeats than Vision,
Mm-hmm.
and not only that, he's collected different cities. You know what I mean? It's like, darn you, Brainiac.
Chris, what do you say?
Brainiac, I guess. Again, so I only know Brainiac from Smallville
Okay. Kevin, where
and
would you
Krypton,
vote?
but
I kind of said it earlier when we started this. Brainiac.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, Brainiac definitely runs away with this. Takes Vision out of the running. Okay, now we have
That's
a
what
very
matters anyway.
interesting fight. Again, there's a lot of heart in this battle. We have Johnny Five, who did not get a vote, one single vote against him. He motorized him. Johnny Five up against a character that barely got any votes against him, up against the Iron Giant. So,
Ooh.
man,
that's,
like,
oh man,
Yeah,
It's-
Johnny Five
this
versus
is a
Iron
one-shot-
Giant.
this is a one-sided fight in my opinion.
Oh man,
It is.
He'd be-
It is.
he'll be in big trouble if he tells the Iron Giant what his mom is. For
yeah,
sure.
that's true. Yeah, he better keep his mouth shut and
Your
just
mom
wait
is
till
a nice lady.
until the Iron Giant gets close enough for that laser to do any harm. I would try to take out his
Alex.
ocular cavities with that laser and blind him in order to win if I was Johnny, but I digress. If he does one eye, then I feel like the Iron Giant would just turn into war mode and it would be all over.
Yeah,
This is
step
yeah.
on him.
This is a
man,
tough
yeah,
one.
we just step on him. Yeah.
Oh my god.
John McGean says, "Rest in peace, Vision." Alex says, "How dare you bring logic and reasoning?"
Yeah, I know. I
All
wanted
right.
Vision to win, but
Let's see. Sean McGean is going Sammy says, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Sean Begin's going Iron Giant. So, Chris, you're counting Iron Giant. And Sal, you are Johnny 5. Nezzy says, Alex, I agree. Mom says Johnny 5. Dad says Johnny 5. Elliot says Johnny 5. Mr. Sean says Iron Giant, not much of a contest. Nezzy says Iron Giant. True Legend Killer is saying Iron Giant. Sounds like Iron Giant is now in the lead. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's over.
Alex
it's
says
Iron Giant.
Iron Giant as well.
It's over. Johnny 5 wants to live.
Vote for Iron Giant. Johnny 5 no more. Yeah, it's over. Johnny 5 is done. The Iron Giant is now in there officially. He has moved on to the next round. Oh shit. Oh shit. A new contender has entered the race. Someone just as large, someone with space capabilities, someone with weapons has now entered the race. Someone that is fit enough to possibly fight the Iron Giant and maybe even take him. We don't know until you vote. That's right, your alternate choice, the one you voted for in the beginning, the one to start it all, is now in the battle for his life against the Iron Giant. And we're talking about a bunch of little kids inside some lions. Voltron.
Oh my god.
You got adults.
I thought there was
They're
one that was a
adults.
kid.
Voltron.
Pidge is older than you think.
Voltron. That's the song, right?
What is he, preteen? He's a
Voltron.
little boy.
So it's Voltron versus the Iron Giant, guys. You vote. They win. Minute on the clock. This one deserves a little mood. Let's add some
Made a good
rain.
point.
It's
I forgot about Roy Batty from the Replicant from Blade Runner. He's so right. That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Against who?
Maybe could have put him at Bishop or Ash.
Okay, so
Ash.
it's raining.
that's
It's at night,
Ash.
right? It's raining. It's at night.
Or David.
The
Ash
Iron
or
Giant's eyes are glowing. He's looking out in the field. He's scanning the area, and all of a sudden, all he sees is this flaming goddamn sword
David. That's right.
coming towards him.
The
Let
blazing
the battle
sword's no
begin.
joke. That blazing sword is undefeated. It is
Yeah, I love Iron Giant.
cuts. It
That's what
cuts.
she said.
I think if you can get that sword out of his hand, I think you have a chance, and I think he can because
He'll
he
call the sword
has.
back.
No,
He
because
has-
the thing is that sword. The sword has like it has a beam. You don't even have
Yeah,
to like
so does
hit him.
he.
You can just hit him with the
Yep.
beam.
The Iron Giant has attack capabilities.
So does Voltron. Besides
Right.
the sword,
So
Voltron
it's
can
basically
do
whoever
IVs.
strikes first or whoever hits hardest.
Plus, the metal of Voltron is just incredibly strong.
I don't know, guys. I don't know about this one. I'm thinking Iron Giant could take it.
I don't
Listen,
know.
I know
Okay,
you're all
let's-
in the
let's just say-
Gungam.
let's-
Gungam.
Let's just say this.
The
Let's
planet,
just say
right?
this.
Gungam?
Iron Giant
Means it
gets
like a Gungam.
destroyed. He could pull himself back together. Voltron gets destroyed. Can he pull himself back together?
Voltron has
Yes.
never been destroyed. Voltron, if anything, the only thing you do to Voltron, you'll separate back into 5 lines. That's the best you think you can
And
do.
then they go back together. Yeah.
Are you
go
sure
back
about that?
together.
You can't defeat.
sir.
You can't destroy one of the lions separately.
Nope.
What if you did? And like he's just got down to one leg.
Are you saying no? Are you saying no because the writers haven't wrote it something that dark for them to be,
Right. I don't know.
disabled?
It's mystical, man. The
Yeah.
only thing you can do is separate them back into 5 pieces.
Yeah.
It's mystical, man. That
Sean,
thing
we,
is-
we wanted to do Doom Patrol Robot Man. We really did, but he has a human brain inside of there. So he didn't make the
something
cut.
mystical.
But he would have been great to fight a Cyberman, I feel like. That would have been awesome, because he'd be like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, I love that. And I love the Doom Patrol live action from HBO. One of my favorite series of that time. Like, just fantastic. Fantastic run.
I even like the guy that plays Cyborg in that show.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah, he did a good
the young
job.
Cyborg. He was
Yeah.
really did a good job.
All right, so we are going with Sammy. I'm not. Oh wait, no, these do count. I think. Yeah. Okay. Alex, I'm not sure. Let's see. Voltron. It does look like Voltron's in here. So Voltron, this is his first time fighting. So I'll keep adding him up. All right, so Sammy's done at Iron Giant there. So we're moving on. It was
So what is it,
Batman
Voltron?
refused to go to church. It was a Christian Bale. Oh my god. Elliot. True Legend Killer says Voltron. So, Chris, you're counting Voltron. Sal, you're counting Iron Giant, okay?
Okay, so it's 1-1 right now.
Alex says Iron Giant has the power of family, so it sounds like he's going Iron Giant.
So is Voltron.
I'll let you know if it's changing. David says Voltron. Mr. Sean says Voltron. Sammy says Iron Giant. Nezzy says Iron Giant. Elliot says Voltron. Louis says Voltron. Mom says Iron Giant. Dad says Iron Giant. Sean McGean says Iron Giant.
Oh,
You guys should
Suck
consider
it.
a Battle of the Borgs follow-up, yeah. Alex is officially going Iron Giant. Kimberly is also
Come
going
on,
Iron
guys.
Giant. So
Yeah,
where are we at with these
suck
votes?
that,
Because
Mr.
we are out of
Green.
time on this.
Iron Giant has 8 votes.
And how many does Voltron have? I'm guessing
5.
less. Okay.
Doesn't
So
even matter. He
Voltron
lost.
is done.
Yeah. Suck that.
Looks like I have to send more money next time.
Eliminated
Yeah.
by the Iron Giant. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. I thought maybe Voltron had a shot.
I'm actually disturbed.
I'm disturbed that Voltron beats Unicron.
Yeah, that's a little
That's true.
disturbing too. But this is even more disturbing.
Yeah. Alex says, yeah, but Iron Giant was voiced by Vin Diesel, so he has more family.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on.
He set that up. Well played, sir. Well played. I'm going to put that on the screen. You deserve an on-screen comment for that one. There you go, Alex. And you will be on the screen. I'm going to put you right
swear
down
to
here
God, Alex.
for a few minutes. And here we go. We're going to the next one. It is Data. And Data is fighting. Who's Data fight? Oh my God, this is going to be a tough one for Data. Let me tell you. But not something.
Not necessarily.
Not something he couldn't
necessarily.
handle.
Yes.
You know.
If
I
he could
feel
take
like-
on the Borg, he could certainly.
I feel like he could
on the
handle
T8.
it. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. If he could take on the Borg, he could probably take on a Terminator. So we have Data versus the Terminator.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Who do we
Yes.
think?
Terminator. No.
Data versus the
Yes.
Terminator, guys. Data versus
No.
the Terminator.
Data
Nezzy
is
is laughing
smarter.
her ass off.
Data is smarter
Vote
than a
Data-
Terminator.
starting, guys.
Data is
First of
smarter
all-
than a Terminator. Trust me.
First of all, second of all, a phased plasma rifle at a 40 watt range will send data in a fucking, recycle bin. All right?
So
He's
you
got a point. He's got a really good point.
So you
Exactly.
So you think.
So, come on, Mr. Green. What is data gonna do to a T-800 Terminator?
You have to remember, Data has access to 24th century weapons.
Okay, here we
And?
go. Kevin, you count Data. Sal, you count Terminator. Ready?
Ready.
Yeah,
Here's the question I have: Can
data's
Data
going down.
can Data beam up? Like,
Yeah.
because isn't teleportation like recreating DNA of a person? Like, how does that
That's
work
true.
for the robot?
Well, he does beam up and down, so
He can
somehow
replicate it,
works
maybe.
for
I
him.
don't know.
Maybe he's replicating himself. I don't
Sean
know.
McGean says Terminator. True Legend Killer says Terminator. Elliot says Data. Mr. Sean says Data. Mom says Data. Dad says Data. Hector says Terminator. Alex is going with the Terminator. Sammy says Data. David Phelps says Data. Louis says Data. And Kimberly says the Terminator. Where are we on these votes? Perhaps it's
I
exact
have
opposite
7,
from the
I have
last.
7 votes for Data.
I have 5 for Terminator.
Ah,
Bullshit.
Suck that, buddy. Suck
Oh,
it.
We're
yeah?
out on the
Oh yeah,
These guys are going at it.
you suck it.
Hey, all right. Okay. Moving on. Terminator's done, dude. He's been terminated.
That's crazy.
Data took it.
Hey, you took pleasure in Voltron being taken out by Iron Giant. I'm gonna take pleasure in Data taking down the Terminator.
All right.
That's horseshit.
This is going to be a fun
Hey,
one,
well,
though,
hey,
guys.
life's
So,
unfair. It's
I hope
not.
you enjoy this battle. This is going to be a fun battle, I think. Still, so we still got a lot of fun battles left in us. We've got Bender from Futurama, and Bender is going to be taking on
Oh no!
Brainiac. So,
Oh,
That's
God.
not gonna end
Oh,
well.
yeah, that's
That's not gonna end well.
I mean, if you use your brain on this one, no pun intended, it's probably going to be Brainiac that takes this one. Although I feel like Bender could somehow stumble his way into winning. I don't know how, but I feel like based upon the way he's written, he still has a shot. But I don't think it's a good one. You know what I mean?
Well, at least Bender made it to the semifinals. You right?
Yeah.
Or at least he made it to the
Yeah.
semifinals.
Yeah, and he might pull this one off. It
Yeah,
could be
no,
a
Brainiac.
a popularity contest.
Yeah.
I am
Brainiac
shocked
is
at the semifinalists here that we have. left in the game. I really am. It's a hodgepodge of
Fascinating.
characters I didn't expect to make it. Really, I did not.
Yeah.
Either did I. Disturbing. Disturbing this is.
Yeah.
At
Disturbing
least
this is.
at least someone's not in the semifinals.
Mhm.
Thank God.
Yeah, I agree.
Magical sword my ass.
Man, we logic is not prevailing on this in this chat. It seems like fun is the overarching theme thus far. So we'll see if Brainiac can pull it out, but it's looking like Bender for now. Here we go. Chris, you are counting Bender. Sal, you're going to count Brainiac, okay?
Go.
Sean says Brainiac. Elliot says Bender. Mom says Bender. Dad says Bender. Sammy says Bender. True Legend Killer says Brainiac. Mr. Sean says Brainiac. David says Brainiac. And Alex says Brainiac. So where are we with the votes?
We got 5 for Brainiac.
5 for Bender.
So it's tied. Brainiac and
Bender.
Bender are tied. How Bender ties Brainiac in a battle of robots, I don't know. But hey, I'm here for it. Let's see what happens.
I only see 3 for Bender.
I'm open to possibilities. Well, Mom and Dad voted Bender. Elliot voted Bender. So that's 3.
I thought someone else
Sammy,
voted.
and then that's it. That's 4.
Yep.
He said Bender 5 times.
Yeah, 1. Okay. So Sean McGean says Brainiac. Elliot says Bender. Mom says Bender. Dad says Bender. Sammy says Bender. True Legend Killer says Brainiac. Mr. Sean says Brainiac, although Bender would likely try to become Brainiac's sidekick. David says Brainiac. Alex says Brainiac. And now Hector Hernandez says Bender because Bender turns Brainiac alcoholic. That could happen.
All right, so now it's 5.
So 5 against 5. Okay. So we got 5 Bender, 5 Brainiac. It is a tie. So do we have a tiebreaker, guys?
Looking like it.
We're gonna go with us because we're out of time.
All right.
So
Let's
it goes
say
to
you,
the Legion of
Justice
Doom.
Sal. Justice Sal, what do you say?
I love Bender, but it's a no-brainer. Brainiac.
I agree with you. I go Brainiac as well. What do you say, Justice Professor Turner?
Just because I like to be different, I'm going to go with Bender.
You the contrarian. I love you being a contrarian.
You different. Oh, you different.
Oh, what a contrarian. So that means, so what do we do? If Donald says Bender, then what happens? Do both get eliminated? Because then it'll be another tie.
We go to the coins.
Self-destruction.
Oh, that's right. It goes to the coin.
We go to the coins, and it sounds like that's what we're doing.
Oh, you son of a...
What?
Wow.
Holy shit.
You're
I
a
know.
bastard. You're a bastard, man.
I know. Hey,
You're a
Brainiac
bastard.
wins. Kim voted Brainiac.
All right.
Brainiac wins.
No,
Oh,
that
but
don't
Donald,
count. It's too
Donald.
late, buddy.
Donald, you're one of the biggest Brainiac fans there are. You preach about Brainiac. You talk about Brainiac.
I know.
all
I
day,
love
every day.
Brainiac. I
All day,
love
every
Brainiac.
day.
But here's the thing.
Brainiac.
Kevin. Here's what I'm thinking. I like Hector Hernandez's idea of Brainiac making, or of Bender making Brainiac an alcoholic, and Brainiac's CPU not be able to function, but Bender can. You know what I mean? Like Bender's gonna turn this. He's smart enough and dumb enough to turn this into a battle of wits with Brainiac, and he has no wits, so he's going to use his vices against Brainiac, and I think that would be fun. I would love to see that, and I would love to see him succeed. So that's why I voted Bender. I was gonna vote Brainiac, I really was, but that last second choice hit me, and I'm going Bender. So we're tied, and we're going to the coin. Okay. Now we have the mountains on one side, and we have full Alaska on the other. So which side is which? Who do you want to be which side?
Oh, yo. What's Alaska and what's the other one?
The mountains.
Mountain, Brainiac, Alaska, Bender.
Okay, best 2 out of 3, everybody?
Nah, 1 and go.
Seriously?
1 and go.
Everybody's a one and done?
You
Sure.
agree with that, Professor?
Sure, why not?
One
All
and
right.
done. All right,
and
here we
done.
go. Ready?
Come on, bring
if
it
Bender
home.
if Bender wins, I'm like, you got to be kidding
Who's
me.
Bender? Which one?
The Alaska.
It's Brainiac.
Yo, let's go.
Chris, we lost. That's
What
okay,
is-
though.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
Bender
not
gonna do?
angry at
Hey,
it.
before we fight, let's have a little drink here.
Alex says, I would like to see the Futurama episode of Bender beating Brainiac. David Phelps says, I agree, Don. Boo, I was brushing my hair, says Kimberly. Sorry, Kimberly, but that's okay. If you enjoy brushing your hair and watching our podcast, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
You could stop a few strokes of brushing your hair to answer.
Okay, Alex, I'm moving that comment out. Oh, fudge freaking Ripple, says Sammy. I think she just shit herself.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Eesh. Okay, so Brainiac took Bender, and Brainiac is moving on to the finals. Now we have the other battle, which doesn't sound very fair, but again, who knows? We have the Iron Giant, who soundly defeated Voltron. We have the Iron Giant going up against none other than Star Trek, David Phelps' best friend, Star Trek's Data from
Brent
Star
Spiner,
Trek The Next Generation. He'd
Brent
be so
Spiner's
happy
gonna
right
have
now.
his spine
He would
crushed
be
at this point.
so happy right now if
Crushed.
he saw this. If Brent walked in the room, he'd be like, what the fuck? This is amazing. Okay, timer on, guys. Here we go. Quiz.
Iron Giant.
Yeah, it's not going to end too well.
Iron Giant. Once he goes to attack mode, it's over.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I always just step on him and crush him.
Iron Giant will grab fucking Data and wipe his ass.
I'm hard
with him.
pressed to see. Maybe we'll see what Hector comes up with Data and how he can win and try to sway me at the last second. Louis says Bender would crack a joke saying something like, finally, someone who appreciates good old robot world domination. You're not wrong. Louis, you're not wrong. That would definitely be up his alley.
Why did Data have like a skin tone of like pancake mix? I don't like that.
That's the closest he could get to human. And they love pancakes. The guy that created him. I love pancakes and robots.
We're gonna make your skin pancake mix.
They'll combine them. Kevin, you're Data. Sal, you're the Iron Giant, okay? So Sean McGean is going the Iron Giant. David says Data. Alex says Iron Giant would be too fast and too furious for Data. Mr. Sean says Iron Giant. Mom says Data. Dad says Data. Data suddenly back in the mix. Nezzy says Iron Giant. Elliot says Data. Kimberly says Iron Giant. And True Legend Killer is killing it again with Iron Giant. Where are we at on the votes?
I got 6 for the Iron Giant.
4 for Data. I can't believe Data's making this competitive.
I know, right? It's actually kind of cool.
Data.
We're going to give it another 30 seconds, guys. Once I hit the 2-minute mark, we're gone.
It's over.
Yeah.
Throw that fool out the airlock.
Anybody want to add to the flame and tie it, or does somebody want to put the nail in the... Oh, Sammy has almost tied it. She's at 5. So we're at 5 now with Data. Sammy votes Data. We've got 10 seconds left. Anybody want to tie the match by voting Data or let it go to the Iron Giant? Who?
Let it go.
Who?
Let it go.
Who?
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Don't hold it back anymore.
And that's it.
All right.
It is.
Yeah.
The Iron Giant takes it away from Data, meaning...
So that we have an interesting championship round.
Ooh, is it what I think it is?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Is
It
it
is.
Raisin Bran versus Iron Brand?
Pretty much. It is Brainiac versus the Iron Giant, guys. Brainiac versus the Iron Giant. Which robot takes it? Which robot wins? Now, this one, I'm trying to see how the Iron Giant could win and take it, and I don't see it. I don't see it because I don't think there's a comical way out of this one. I think it's tragic. I think Brainiac takes the planet and takes the Giant as he's left defending a small horde of people behind him and in his hands. And it's over.
Unless
Brainiac
he,
destroys the world.
unless he does the ramming speed into his spaceship and, kamikazes in Brainiac's, ship. And then he rebuilds himself coming out as the winner.
We have the Iron Brainiac.
The Iron Brainiac?
Friendship has won the day. The humans have found a way, but in doing so, have they created something more sinister? Dun 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 dun.
Damn.
Sammy says there is no logic. What is life? I'm tired of this world. That's what she's going with. Okay, guys. So Brainiac is going. Kevin, you count Brainiac. Chris, you're the Iron Giant. Here we go. So, Mom says Iron Giant. Dad says Iron Giant. Sammy says Iron Giant. Sean McGean says Iron Giant. Mr. Sean says tough call, Brainiac, because he is so ruthless. Hector says Brainiac. David says Brainiac, and Kim says Iron Giant. Nezzy says Iron Giant. It is definitely a popularity contest on this one. Alex says Iron Giant. True Legend Killer is going with Brainiac. Elliot says Iron Giant. Where are we, guys?
I have like 9 votes for Iron Giant.
And how many for
Yeah,
Brainiac?
it's 8. It's 8 for Iron.
Ooh, it's a close one.
Once Brainiac sees that giant Superman S on his chest, it's over, Brainiac. Yeah, maybe they spray paint one on Iron Giant.
Who was counting Brainiac?
Kevin?
Oh wait, I'm
Kevin,
sorry.
you counted the wrong person.
Oh, my bad. Well, Brainiac only have 4 then. Like,
Yeah, I was saying, like,
Okay.
Okay, I always
I was
do
like,
both. Always do both. So 4 for Brainiac.
Alright, so it sounds like it's dead, right?
Yeah.
We don't even have to keep going.
yeah.
That was a murder, and I am shocked. I'm shook. Now, I have a question. If Bender had made it, what would you guys have voted if Bender versus the Iron Giant?
Iron Giant.
Iron Giant.
So the Iron Giant's officially the winner, right? Of the battle.
Yeah.
We've got that. But if we put Bender back in, and he's taking on the Iron Giant, who would you have voted for? Let me go ahead and vote in the comments, guys. I'm curious.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie, you made it.
Hey, hi, Bonnie. I would say
Hi.
let's say we'll go with the comedic approach where Bender's like, "Hey, let's have a drinking contest. I'll bet I could outdrink you," and he would still lose because of how big the Iron Giant is.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when Bender was drinking a lot and he got pregnant, brewing his own draft inside of his stomach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's just so much that he could drink.
Iron
Sorry.
Giant would just make Bender cry when he mentions he has a family and Bender doesn't.
Damn! Wow.
Yeah,
Bender,
it looks like
he's
the
kind
Iron
of-
Giant's
he's-
still
he's
crushing
kind of,
Bender, guys. So
Bender's
it wouldn't have
very,
mattered. The
sensitive about
official winner of this challenge, of
Mm.
course, even without that, I was just curious, is none other than the Iron Giant, winning the entire thing, taking it all away from everybody. The Iron Giant is officially the winner of the Robo Wars, the Battle of the Bots. The Iron Giant right here, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Beating out Voltron, beating out the Megazord, Mechagodzilla, Gigantor, HAL 9000, Unicron, Jocasta, Maria, Vision, Red Tornado, Brainiac, Ultron, Rosie, Bender, Dot, C-3PO, Wally, Johnny 5, a Sentinel, Bishop, Data, a Terminator, and a Cylon. Beating all of them, the Iron Giant is crowned supreme in its supremacy. Thank you all for being a part of this and coming out and listening and watching. We are Rumble Pop Live. Thank you to Big Sal for being on, again, being a special guest. We appreciate that, for you stepping in.
Of course.
And we want to thank Cosplay Donald. What do you think, Cosplay Donald? Was it a good one?
I say it was delightful.
I think he said yes. I think that was a yes. So cosplay, I say, yes, Cosplay Donald did enjoy it, and I hope everybody else did enjoy it also. So thank you again. Tune in next week where Chris wears no pants and Kevin is dressed up like a schoolgirl.
I don't
So,
know about that. In
Tune
your
in
dreams.
next week for that, guys.
In your dreams.
Tune in. Put that in a
agree
spank
with
bank.
Alex.
What
That was a
Alex?
little too close for my comfort too. Data almost beating the Iron Giant.
Yeah, see, Data got close. And so
Yeah, he did.
Data may have been able to take down Brainiac, possibly even. So there we go. Night, Mom, night, Dad. Love you guys too. Now
Later,
Nezzy
Mom
says
and
she
Pop.
wants to watch the Iron Giant. Bonnie says I missed everything but Iron Giant always. Mr. Sean says I'll go Bender. So thank you, Mr. Sean. I think he's gonna go drinking now. Is what he's saying. Or he's been drinking the entire time. I go Bender. I go Bender. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much for being on and being a part of the show. And if you're feeling thirsty, perhaps you should.
Have a mechanical, futuristic, but always functional Rumble Pop.